from what I've seen, there's so much talent in Dominica.
But it's just how I was. It's just how I my perspective on it. You get the way I look at it. Because like let's just say I go in America and I make a song and it's in Creole, and they automatically think I'm Haitian. You know what I'm saying? But it's just it was just like a way like how I perceive like how I look at it, and I just feel like it could have like it could have it like its own. Like I get what you're saying. Like there is a sound obviously, but when I say sound, I don't think like that maybe is the word I should use, but I'm not thinking of the correct word right now. But it's like it's just for it's like when people hear like they could pick up, and that's when like okay, that's when like other artists can just blow up like fast, like because the thing is right, it always takes time for the first artist to get known, and then after the next set of artists, just like how it was with Tommy Lee and how it was with this one is like they were singing their dancehall, they was doing their thing, and then that one artist blow up, and then people checking like what dancehall nice man, they listen to that other artist what, and then it's like that's just how it happened. So it's like when one artist blow up. I'm not talking about like Rio or anything. Like I mean like Rio is doing well for himself right now, but it's like when I talk about blow up, like I'm talking about like you're touching millions, bro. Like your music become something that can feed families. You understand? Donate to charity and all this type of thing. It's like
Yeah.
that's when you can say like okay you know people going to start to listen to Buyo. Like it not just going to be a thing where as okay you have a sound and they play his music. Majority of DJs or whatever that end up playing the music on the radio is because they have some Caribbean insights, they have family down there, or they just know Caribbean music because they visit the Caribbean a lot. But when you look at majority of radio stations, like these people don't listen to Bouillon music at all. Like it looks good when you see a DJ playing your Caribbean song on their TikTok or their Facebook or their YouTube, but it's like it's just 1 out of 10. It's something, but it's not where I would want to see it. Like I see it becoming something that could be something, and it's like the fact that there is a lot of underground um bouyon artists as well that not getting the notice that they deserve, because some of them singing maybe better songs than those that up there. eh, I just feel like as soon as those that up there like blow up, it's gonna give Dominica a name. People gonna start listening to Booyah, and then the other artists will blow up as well. You get what I'm saying? Just like how in America, like every day another rap artist coming out. You get what I'm saying? And then it would be like that in Dominica, like every day another Booyah artist blowing up. You know, you just maybe sing a Booyah song and you just blow up over TikTok or some shit, and it's like imagine a Booyah song blowing up over TikTok. Like there are African music blow up over TikTok, drill music blow up over TikTok, all these types of things blow up over TikTok. Imagine you just a booyah song, you just go and freestyle a booyah on a live on an Instagram live, and you blow up. Your followers just skyrocket just because of that one song. It has the only way that can happen is it has to start somewhere. People need to start to listen to it. Like look at right now, people listening to Peanut the Real Nut, right? You know how long people been making music in St. Thomas, making rap? But the fact now that he making music, and like I wouldn't say he blow up, but it's like a lot of people listening to his music now. More people get put on to the that St. Thomas actually have artists that making music as well. You get what I'm saying? Like maybe Banco, I think Banco as well on the Swanee and them. So it's like basically it's like I just feel like that is like that is like to just show us like it's not about like an actual sound, because yes we do have our song, we have our booyah or our dance or whatever it is we're making, but it's just that we just need at least maybe one person or two people or three people as anything to just be able to make us stand out, and then it's like the country will be recognized. You understand? Like a person would be like in America, be like, you know what, I have to visit Dominica. There's this artist Rio, he's from Dominica. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I want to visit Dominica. There's this artist Asa Banton, he's from Dominica. It's like they only want to visit your country. It doesn't mean they want to see the artist, you know. It's because they heard of that artist and they like that artist's music. They feel like, you know what, that is a place I want to be. You get what I'm saying? And that's when, you know, things start to flourish and music industry, you know. And then, you know, maybe the government will think of, you know, because I feel like right now it looking like a risk to go into music industry if you're already seeing the artist not doing anything.
Yeah.
Because if you look at all music industries, all labels, they always look to see if you have something going for yourself. They always look to see if you have something going for yourself before they sign you. They want to see if you have your own type of audience. They want to see if people messing with your music. They want to see if you have good writing skills,
Yeah.
because they know when they sign you, they know they want you to make either an EP or album or whatever for a certain amount of time, and then you need to be able to give that back. So I just feel like a lot of people they complain Dominica don't have a music industry, Dominica don't have a music industry like myself, but I have found the answer. The answer is it doesn't make sense right now because the artist is like they not they have that laissez-faire attitude. There are some artists that deserve a music industry, but but a lot of them is like they give up very quickly, you know. And imagine the kind of attitude that they have for them to be signed to a label in Dominica, for example, and maybe like government or whatever, whoever minister, whatever the case, puts in money into that industry, and then you just decide like you don't like how people listening to your music and you just want to pull up with your fellas and not decide you don't want to make music. You understand? Like that is gonna be problems. You get what I'm saying? So I just feel like it just has to do a lot with that, to be honest.
Right. Okay. Okay. I see what you're saying. I think my last point is kind of just like on the whole support thing. I think, in my opinion, I feel like from what I've seen, there's so much talent in Dominica, and the Dominican people themselves, like, so for instance, like, I keep going back to Suki because his song is like what's kind of, popular right now, but the, um,
He's actually in jail right
oh, yeah,
now.
thing. But, so his music is, his song is pretty popular, and you have these other islands who like it because they think it's a joke. But then I think that in Dominica, Dominicans in general are not the most supportive of a lot of Dominican artists. Like, I don't really see a lot of sharing out the music, repost. Like, it really doesn't cost anything to share someone's music, or to be supportive, especially because these people are from where you're from. And I think a lot of it is like, oh well, I'm not going to support this because I think it's stupid, or I think, like, why is he talking about this, which is fine. Like, you don't have to support certain things, but there's so many other artists in Dominica to support, and I don't see enough of the promoting that. But they'll immediately go and promote their like favorite dance hall artist or their favorite American artist, which I think is okay, to each his own. Because there's a bunch of American artists that I like. There's a bunch of Jamaican artists that I like, but the Dominican artists that I do like, I try my best to like repost, or things of that nature, because Dominica is small and so many people don't know what Dominica is, who are these people? They don't have any idea. So I think a major part of why Boyon hasn't taken off as fast, and just Dominican artists is in general, is because of the lack of support from their own people. Because, like, for instance, Jamaicans support Jamaicans everywhere. Like, if you, and Haitians too, like, if you come anywhere in America, as soon as you ask somebody where they're from, if they're Haitian or Jamaican, you will know. Like, that's something that they're absolutely proud of. Like, it's not a secret. They will tell you. and they listen to their own artists, they dance to their own music. It's with a combination of American things that they gravitate towards when they get to these places, or even when they are in Jamaica or wherever they're from. But I think these places, like the way the talent spreads, especially for Jamaicans and Haitians and people from like Spanish countries too, it's very much just the support. Like you have Bad Bunny, I think is one of like the I forgot top. I don't know if he's like the top paid performer or whatever it was. Some statistic I saw about Bad Bunny being like top something, getting paid the most for whatever he did, and it's because the Spanish people support. Like they're there every the concerts. Like they're gonna show up. They're gonna support fully. And I think the support is the problem with a lot of these smaller islands, and it goes past the music thing. Like people just like who want to try to start a business. You have people saying, "Oh, well, what is she starting a business for? It's not going to be successful. Why is she doing this?" And it's like these small, like, it doesn't make sense to me how unsupportive you can be of your own people and your small island that's not even as developed as these other countries they're supporting each other. And because they're supporting each other, even though the governments might not be as great in Jamaica or wherever the case may be, Jamaica's more developed than Dominica is because people are supporting their country, and they're banding together and being like, okay, listen, we need this, we need that. And they push for their artists. The Jamaican producers push for Jamaican artists. They don't go out of their way to go and reach out to somebody in America because there's talent at home. And I think that in Dominica, in a sense, from what I've seen, and I don't want nobody to beat me up and be like, well, girl, you don't live in Dominica, so you don't know.